Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of What's the Tea. First off, I want to mention, I do apologize for this. I don't know why the closet's open. We are in the middle of moving. Like I said in a previous video, we are in the middle of moving, so you get to see what's going on in the background. Again, I'm sitting on the floor because we don't have a table or anything for me to sit at the moment. But otherwise, yeah. So today on What's the Tea, we do have quite a bit to talk about. So let's get right into that, shall we? So first off, I want to say something. I want to make a disclaimer for anything and everything that I'm going to be mentioning and saying in this video. I want to make a disclaimer that all these things are my opinion, my thoughts. I do not mean to hurt or offend anybody in this video or the things I will be talking about or anything. I just want to express my thoughts and feelings as we all should have this right to do. All right, so today, let's first start off with how everybody is doing. How are you guys doing? I am doing all right. I've been extremely busy. We are in the process of moving. Our house is almost being done built, so we're dealing with that. We also have a couple other things I've been dealing with, but I was sick not long ago again. Great. It was not coronavirus, so that is a good thing. Yeah, other than that, I think everything has been great on my end. How have you guys been doing? Where do I begin with what I want to talk about today? Okay, let's just get right into it. I'm sorry. I just kind of had to get my thoughts and everything on that, on what I want to say. All right, so we all know what's going on in the US right now, especially in Minneapolis with George Floyd. What is going on in this world? We knew it was happening for a while with the police doing what they're doing, but I don't think anybody that really knew or deals with that on a very daily basis like myself knew exactly what was going on and what was happening. I had suspicions, but I didn't realize that's exactly what was going on. You know, it's a very big eye-opener for us. For me, it's a huge eye-opener. Like, what does a person do about it? Like, right now in Minneapolis, there's a lot of stuff happening. If you have not read the news and what is going on, I would suggest you do so, because I'm not going to go into major details today about it. So I want to start off with the fact that what happened to this gentleman, George Floyd, who's an African American, was wrong. Should not have been done. Should have not have happened in the first place. And I feel absolutely horrified and absolutely in shock, and I don't know what to really say about it. He was begging for his life, for this officer to get off of his neck because he could not breathe. What in right minds I'm sorry, I cannot talk. What in heaven's name was that officer thinking of, saying, oh, a person can't breathe, when you're there to protect other people and serve other people, but yet here you are killing somebody for no reason whatsoever, and they're begging you to save them, to get off their neck. Why would you be sitting on their neck in the first place? Yes, I understand you want to keep them there, but lying on their neck right here, that's where your esophagus is, and that's where you breathe out of. Like, hello? Like, and nobody did anything when everybody just sat around and did absolutely nothing, or stood there and did nothing. The person who was recording it didn't even do anything. Like, yeah, she took it for evidence, but it's just like, you still could have done something. You could have said, hey, get off this person or this could happen. You know, he's dying. Like, I seen bits and pieces of the video. I didn't know exactly if she said any of that. But I do remember seeing parts of the video, so don't quote me or come after me that, you know, they did. But I didn't see the full video because I couldn't get through it. I just couldn't get through all of it because I just couldn't. I had a hard time getting through it. But anyway, now, a few days later, there's a bunch of protesters out in this city, running around in this city, which I understand. But we're also going through a pandemic as well, and everybody is gathering in groups of more than 1,000, which they're all putting their own lives at risk. I understand why they are doing this, but they also have to understand that we're still going through a pandemic and that we're still going through this virus and it's not going away. You know, I think it's kind of a really bad timing that any of this is happening, and I think it's not right, of course, but we're not thinking is what we're not doing. And now everybody is burning buildings out there. The buildings are being burnt. You know, the police officers are driving around pepper spraying everybody that they drive past. It doesn't matter who it is, they're just doing it. They're doing tear gas? I can't remember what kind of gas that they're doing something. And all these people are also rioting in the streets, breaking into buildings, stealing things. Like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Are we witnessing the start of World War III? What is happening? Like, I knew it's going to happen eventually at some point, obviously, but is this what's starting it? Like, what's going on? Like, I think none of it, any of what is going on right now is right. I don't think anybody should deserve what George Floyd went through, nor do I believe that anybody should be stealing just to make their point across. I understand this, but you know what? It's not going to make the situation better. It's just so much going on, and I just am like, I'm tired. It's tiring seeing this in the news, seeing things like this in the news every day. You know, yeah, I understand that, you know, like I said, we're going through this pandemic. We're all stressed out over this virus, this coronavirus. It's still going on, you know, and we're doing things like here in Canada. We had a guy that went on a mass killing spree here on the East Coast in Nova Scotia. He drove around. I'll tell you this, he went around driving around in a cop car, and a replica cop car that he had built himself here. And he had uniforms and everything. He was impersonating a cop, and he ended up killing, I believe it was up to 30 people. I'm not 100% sure, but I know about 30-ish people got hurt in all of it. And he killed himself, I think, at the very end. And that was a huge thing for us here. But, you know, not a lot of things are like happening like that, but it's a little different, I guess, when it comes to the color of somebody's skin, as this guy was, I believe, a Caucasian white, like myself. But still, things are going crazy right now, and I understand that everybody is under a lot of pressure, under a lot of stress, but we have to remember that this is not who we are as humans. Like, do we really want to start another war? Because of everything that's going on in the world, that we just kind of want to, you know, I don't believe that. I don't think we should. And honestly, it's sad. And we should all just stick together, but I don't know. It's, again, this is a very touchy subject to talk about. I was very reluctant on wanting to talk about it for a few days now, but I thought something needs to be said. I need to say something. I need to get it off my chest, and that's what I'm doing. So, like I did mention at the beginning of this video, this is just my opinions and my thoughts. And I am sorry if I offend anybody. I do not intend to, nor did I plan to. Yeah, I do have a couple other things to talk about, but I can't remember what they were now. Let me take a moment. Oh yes, I remember. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of talk about what I've been going through during this whole coronavirus thing, besides the major stuff that's been happening in the world. Sorry, I just need to readjust here. Yeah, so I'm going through my schooling, finishing my schooling. I'm almost done. I just have my final exam to write. We're moving, you know, all that lovely fun stuff. I have to get my hair colored. As you can see, my roots are coming in. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, it's one of those things where I think I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, but I really don't care at this point. I'll just let it go. I need to get it trimmed and cut too, or at least trimmed, but whatever. I've been trying to grow my hair out for a while, so maybe I'll just let it go for a bit. I don't know. Anyway, anybody else having that issue where they haven't had, you know, a haircut in a while, or they need their roots done, hair redone? I haven't had mine done since October. I was going to do it just before all this happened and everything shut down, and now I have to wait. Lovely. But that's okay. I can wait a little bit longer. It's not that big of a deal. It's just, it looks, you know, you can see my roots. You can see where I had my hair color and then where my blonde was. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if you guys seen any of my previous videos on actually the Charmed Aroma videos. I actually did finally get my replacement ring. I actually don't have it on me right now. But I finally did get that after about a month and a half. I finally did get that. It's a little blue bow. So it kind of has a blue bow. I'll insert a picture here just to show you guys what it actually looks like, so I can kind of give you guys an idea what it actually looked like. But yeah, so I got, finally, after about a month and a half, I finally got that and been waiting and waiting. I also did my BoxyCharm video, so if you haven't seen those yet, they're up as well. I do have one more BoxyCharm coming in. I don't know if I'm gonna get it before I move. I move in the middle of June, and I've already changed my address to the new one already, so I don't know when I'm gonna be getting that or when I'm gonna be opening that one, but it's coming. And then I have to renew my subscription because of the whole moving thing, so I probably won't do one for July. We'll see about August. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do one for August yet. I do have a lot going on. Yeah, so I'm hoping to restart that up again very soon, just for the reasoning that I actually enjoyed the last couple boxes that I had gotten, and I'm actually kind of wearing some of it today, so I thought, let's try this new product out and see how it works. And honestly, it's actually looking pretty damn good. I have the highlighter that I got in that in the little face palette, the palette with the contour, which I also have the contour on, and a little bit of blush. I've got the eyeshadow palette on my eyes, and I used a little bit for my under eye. I got a little bit of a gloss on that I had from there, and some of the finishing powder, but that is about it for the rest of it. Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not this stuff. I also did use the Dr. Brandt microdermabrasion mask thingy last night too for the first time, and that was interesting. It is very, very fine stuff, so if you ever use it and get it, a little goes a long way, by the way. It does smell, it does have a scent. It smells a little bit minty. To me, it smells minty. I've heard other reviews saying that it smells citrusy, but to me it smells minty. I don't know. That could be just me. It is very, very fine, so it kind of feels like sand. Make sure you don't get it anywhere near your mouth. I got a little too close to my mouth, and I got some in my mouth, and it tasted like I was eating sand for a little while. Yeah, so it was kind of interesting. Very, very interesting. I think it help too a little bit. I don't know. I'm in slowly kind of using those little pad thingies too that I got with it. I can't even remember what they were. Hold on, I've got the card right here. Oh no, this is for a different one. It was like by Elemis or something like that. The resurfacing pads, I believe it was. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that's what they were called. I've been using those every day as well too, and they are very refreshing to use. They're different. I've never used anything like that before. So yeah. What else has been going on? We're planning on getting a dog in the fall. And I think that's it. Honestly, I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about. The major thing I wanted to talk about was what's going on in the world, that, you know, maybe we need to calm down a little bit and take a step back and realize, oh my God, what are we doing with our lives? Do we really want to see and live through World War III? Do we want to deal with another World War III or another war? I don't know. It's just a horrible timing, especially with the coronavirus and everything that's going on right now, and pandemic, and it's extremely horrific and very sad things to hear. But it's the truth, and it's going on, and we need to all be more aware of it. You know, a lot of us weren't aware of it, but now I believe that it's all coming out because there was a gentleman, I can't remember his name, it started with an A, I think about a month or so ago. He was also killed. He was also an African American, a man of color, who was killed on the street while he was just running home, I believe. And he was killed by two gentlemen just for no reason. And I watched that video, and that one just was like, why did you do that? Like, we in this world have a racism problem, and I don't understand why. We're not in the 17th century anymore. We're in the 21st. I don't understand why everybody is still with the racism thing, you know, homophobic, all those other things. I don't understand. We, as the generation that is coming up, should have been brought up better than that. Should know better than that. The new generation that is being brought up is not being brought up very well if they're seeing what is going on in this world right now. We need to teach our own children. We need to teach them that things like this is not right. We need to let them know that this is not right, that this is not what we are about fully. I understand there's going to be some people out there that may not like what I am saying, and that there are some people out there that are not going to change their ways no matter what, because that's just the way they are. But there are things out there that, you know, there are some very impressionable children out there, and we need to set an example for them. If we do not set an example for them, then this world is going to go into the crapper. We are going to die very, very soon if this is not resolved, and that we are not doing the right thing by teaching our own children, or the next generation. Even my generation should know better. I'm 33 years old. I'm a millennial, actually, sorry. I'm a millennial. As millennials, we should know better that this isn't right. All that stuff happened in the 50s and 60s. Those are the, baby boomers? I'm not 100% sure which generation that was, but it's different. We're millennials, we should know. The millennials, Gen X, the Gen Z, I think it is, Gen Z or Z, whichever country you are from, Z or Z, whichever, should all have been taught by our parents that this is not right, and yet it is still going on. Why is this still going on? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little worked up about this. Let me take a sip. Anyway, I believe I'm gonna actually end this video here. I've said enough. I've said too much, maybe. Oh well, that's my fault, I guess. Anyway, everybody completely be safe. Don't do something stupid, please. Know that you are loved. Know that you are needed. Be safe. Don't do, like I said, don't do anything silly or stupid. Please like my videos. Subscribe if you want me to do any more rants and raves like this in the future. It would actually help me a lot. Leave a comment below. I don't really want a lot of negative comments, so I'm going to say this right now. Any negative comments that are coming in, I am going to delete them. So I do want you guys to at least leave a comment about how you feel, what is going on, but do not leave something negative and do not backlash on each other, please. That is all I am asking. Otherwise they will be deleted and my comments will be disabled from now on these videos. Because I want it to be like someplace where we can all get along and, you know, express our feelings. And this is what I'm doing. I'm expressing myself. So just, you know, leave a comment saying, do you agree with that this new generation should be brought up without knowing all this information, etc., etc. You know, I don't know. Just leave a comment. Like my videos, please. If you want to see any of my BoxyCharm videos in there, they will be up there. I just posted one a couple days ago, so there will be a BoxyCharm one up. I've done Charmed Aroma ones as well too. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.